Hey everyone, how you going? Hopefully well. I'm well. Actually, I'm pretty tired. I've had a huge week, but we're excited to have a stream again for the regular Thursday evening. Fantastic to see nice strong crowd in the house early. Some familiar faces, some faces that are slightly less familiar. So good to see Benny's Aquatics first in house. How you going, Benny? Good to see you. Edstar81, g'day to you. Definite regular by now. Edstar repping that guppy in a fishbowl icon. So huge props to you. Thanks for the support. Craig, how you going, Craig? Good to see you as well. Galar's Fish Tanks. How you going, Galar? Sir Pronalot in the house, my longest serving member. So congrats to you, Sir Pronalot. Numero uno on the wall of fame at the end of every video. So good to see you, my friend. Rhino's Aquatics, hello to you. Amy, how you going? Fantastic. Gary Allen, how you going? Gary. Lachlan, how you going? Lachlan Goss. Garami boys in the house, back for another week. You've made it. Well done to you, Garami boy. Thanks for the support. Rayburn, GRB, and Dixie, how are you going? You are going to not get me in trouble again. D username. What am I going to do about you? We shall see. But you will probably get me in trouble at some point. Blake is Aussie. No. Correct. I am Aussie. What can I say? I'm a big fan. Well, you've proven that, Sir Pronalat. 5 entire months of support, I believe. So flex on them, people, with those awesome custom emojis. Let's see them. You got your goldfish, you got your bozeman, you got your guppy, discus, better, shrimp, plant, and bowl. Bam, there they are. So you might notice this stream I've got the night bot set up, so that's going to annoy you and spam you and all those good things. Just with links. I've been trying to today pump up the Ozfish Tuber Facebook page, get a little bit more support going in there. We've had about 80 odd members in there for a long time, and I think we can do better than that. So yes yes enormous. I'll have to come up with something strategic around that. The only one that matters, the shrimp in the bowl. Yeah, fair enough too. So tonight, it's kind of funny tonight. So I forgot that we only got halfway through our ranking game last week. So I set it up as a bit of a Q&A stream because I pretty much haven't had any time all week. I've been doing stuff which we'll talk about shortly. But I was like, I'll just do a Q&A because I don't have time to set anything up. And then I realized today, I was like, we only got halfway through our ranking game. So we can do that. We can have Q&A. We can do whatever we want. Yeah, I know you won't. I do remember from last time, and that's all good. I'll just have to pay attention. That's all. Yeah, I remember that. It's all good. DN. Aquilibrium. How you going? Good to see you as well. Caught you live on one of my drinking and fish room days. Those are the best days. Aquilibrium. Hey Skippy, how's it going? Good to see you as well. I have been playing cricket all day, so I'm very tired. I'll be watching, but I might fall asleep. That's okay. So what have I been doing? You might have noticed. Yeah, we'll finish off the ranking game. Oh, why did you get timed out there? So yeah, Nightbot is on the stuff. Oh, you got timed out for the all caps. That's a bit weird. I might turn off that. So what? Why has my week been busy? So you might have noticed that very, very rare thing for me to not post a video on a Tuesday. However, that was the case this week. Just trying to... How do I stop it from doing that? Spam protection, excess caps, disabled. Because people can use caps, that's fine. Excess emojis, people can use emojis. That should be fine. Alright, sorry about that, Garami boy. Feel free to use all the caps you wish. Joseph, send the crickets my way. I'll feed them to the gecko. No, he hasn't been playing with crickets. He's been playing the sport of cricket. Like baseball, but better. Yeah, so I've been flat chat this week. We've had a couple of weeks where I've given you the house update. Good one, Prawn. We're free from the shackles of that dastardly Nightbot. Yeah, so we've had a house update for a while. For those of you that aren't aware with Housegate, basically we bought a house and then we got it inspected and then it was falling over. So we pulled out of that house and then we bought some land and then we couldn't build anything on it because it was on a bit of a steep block, and then we had to abandon that, and then all this stuff. Tried about 6 or 7 other places. We finally found one, so that's what I've been doing this week, is signing all the contracts and stuff. So yes, it's exciting, but it's also very stressful. And yes, that's another thing, Ed. It's annoying. So the beeping, I apologize for that. That has been beeping for about 5 days now. It is driving me nuts. What it is it's a battery charger, like a backup battery, and I don't have the charger for it, so I can't charge it. And it's beeping to let me know that it's flat, and I cannot do anything about that. So there used to be a secondary charging port, but I plugged something into that was a little bit too powerful, so my house could be on fire. Hopefully not. Nah, it's just a little backup battery from when I used to live in an isolated area. I used to use it for the car, so if I ever got a flat battery in the car, then it was there. But yeah, I can't charge it, so I just had to deal with this incessant beeping for too long. So that's another thing. I haven't wanted to make videos because it's got this beeping in the background, and it's kind of annoying. So I'm waiting for it to die, but it's just beeped for 5 days straight. So that's really fantastic. So testament to the great staying power of the battery, I suppose. But yes, slowly driving me insane. Okie dokie. Can we get the part 1 ranking to see what's already done? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. But yeah, so that's what we got happening. So Tiberline should start building in about January. Hopefully we move in by maybe July, August, something like that, which means new fish room, which means it kind of means the fish room is in a bit of a state of limbo. So yeah, it's interesting to see what we'll do over the next 6 to 8 months. So anyway, I'm excited, but yeah, we've got a lot going on, so if I do miss a day here or there, I apologize, but yeah, we'll try to avoid that as much as we can. Hey Adam, yeah, so it's actually not that big, but it is my tank. So that's a 75 gallon or a 90 gallon, which is a 4 foot by I'll give you all the imperial, and thanks, my green screen mug. Yep. So it's 4 foot by 20 inches tall, I think, which is 120 centimeters by 50 centimeters, something like that. Alright. Police chopper circling overhead here, noisy. Well, at least they'll go away. Unlike this beeping. I'm about to do a bit of a Here's Johnny Go Psycho or something like that. Can't wait for the new fish room. Me either. It's very exciting. But it's one of those things, there's a million possibilities of things that I could do, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, well, I guess I can just keep talking whilst we've got the ranking game up so you can familiarise yourselves with it. What was the topic? Oh, the topic was fish to breed. It was a bit of a confusing topic, really, because people are like, is it easy to breed? Is it fun to breed? Is it anything? Thanks heaps, Sir Pronalot. $10 dues. The new house doormat is on me. Yes, that is another thing. Is that funds are gonna be tight for a long time. Basically, yeah, we weren't looking at what we ended up going for. We were looking quite a bit less than that, but Yes, it's a it's a supply and demand economy at the moment, so funds are going to be tight for a long time. I don't know how I'm going to survive, but we'll have to breed some fish and sell them. So that $10 really helps. Appreciate that. That'll be 10 days worth of me goreng noodles. One end of my rental house is slowly lowering. Shed has split in concrete, and the 4-foot bedroom tank is propped up on one side. Ooh. Glad my fish room is on the other side of the house. That's unaffected. Yeah, and that's kind of what we avoided with our first place. So it certainly pays to get a building inspection done, that's for sure. Craig, how you going, mate? Good to see you as well. G'day, guys. Stuck at work. Coughing. Good to have you. And actually, Craig, you have just reminded me. I was going to honour you and a few others, because I realised today that basically the situation with memberships is I try not to really spruik them too much, because it feels a bit like I'm not that kind of a person kind of thing. Like I just do this for fun, so I'm not here trying to get rich or anything like that. But I do have quite a few members. I've got 30 odd now, and I really wanted to highlight. I noticed today that there's actually quite a few that are in the top tier. So Craig is one of them. Where is it? Analytics. I'm going to have to do it on the computer because the mobile app doesn't work. I wanted to thank you all, because the situation with the level 3 members is that essentially you don't really get any extra bang for your buck on that one. So I really appreciate level 1s, but level 3s are really sort of above and beyond that. And yeah, I mean, they get their Sunday vlog style videos, but yeah, it's great support to go above that. So I wanted to thank you. I've got 6 of them, so it won't take too long to go through. Filter, current level 3. Let's go. We've got Cody G, 5 months of level 3 support. So thanks heaps, Cody G. Hopefully you're watching. Johnny Barden, JB, thank you very much. 3 months of level 3 support. Sheps Aquatics, Matt, thanks for your support as well. 5 months of level 3. Chevy Birkinshaw, 1 month of level 3. Thanks heaps, Chevy. Craig Broderick, thank you. 27 days of level 3. And Fish Care Australia, 11 days of level 3 support. So thanks to the 6 level 3 members. And also, I might as well rattle off the pressed the wrong thing. I've also got 4 level 2 supporters, so I will just rattle them off as well. Sorry for this sort of plug or whatever, but it does go a long way. So Nathan Fishboy, 5 months of level 2. Sir Prawnalot, 5 months of level 2. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you, 4 months of level 2. And the Zen Ginger, 5 months of level 2 support. So all of that adds up to an insane, crazy time, and you've helped me a lot with all these projects and getting content to everyone else. So yeah, really do appreciate it. It's absolutely not necessary. You don't really miss out on any videos if you choose not to, and I don't think any less of you. But for those of you that do choose to support in that way, it's going to get more critical with this situation. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy your Sunday vlogs and your icons and all that good stuff. So I really do appreciate it. And yeah, that's enough of my incoherent rambling around that. Need to go fund me for Blake's fishing. We're not that dire just yet. For those of you that don't know me and my character, I guess I'm that sort of person that sort of, I never have my hand out for anything, so I always try and earn my own things and make my own way. So yeah, I'd rather do things that provide value back, and that's why I set up the store, the shirt store and stuff, and I put the profit way down as low as I could, really, so that you get something back for it and all that stuff. So we're not quite at tough times just yet, and I understand the world is also at tough times, so I won't go on about it too much. But yeah, Jesse, how you going? HC Aqua, good to see you. I saw you bred some of your black rams the other day. Super exciting. You decided to pull them in the end as well. That's very good. For some reason, all my rams look after their fry. Yeah, it's one of those things. You can risk it. Joseph, kind of funny. I don't hear the beeping. Oh, that's good. That is good. I wish I didn't. Did you bring the grog along, doormat? Actually, I've got a Star Wars doormat at the moment. It's got a Welcome to the Dark Side. I think it's got a Stormtrooper head on it. So, you know you're heading into a nerd's house when you get there. So that's pretty much what I got for you, I think. What have I done? Yep. Done that. Yeah, I think we're ready to just kick straight into this game. So yeah, the story is that it is a topic of whatever you like, whether it's funness to breed, easiness to breed, just vibe, I guess. There's no strict hard and fast rules around anything, and we just have a fun time ranking this game. If you haven't ever played it before, there was one more thing I just remembered. There was one more bit of shameless self-promotion, but I don't do it too often, so hopefully you can give me a pass on this one. I did notice we are 6 subscribers away from 3,500. So, on the topic of giving back, if you'd go and tell your mum to subscribe to me, or go and tell your best friend to subscribe to me, and if we get to 6 more subscribers during the stream, I'll do a giveaway. You can choose. It's going to be all. I've got these Hikari foods here. 250 gram ones. We've got. I should really go on the other screen, shouldn't I? Let me make it larger, and let me turn off the green screen for a sec. Filters. There we go. So I've got these foods. We've got either Sinking XL, good for your African cichlids. We've got, what's that one? Cichlid Staple, good for your sort of more American cichlids. That one is baby pellet, but I do have medium pellet as well. And we have the other Sinking XL, the other Cichlid XL, but this one's floating, I think. Yeah, this one's floating, so that's good for, it's actually good for guppies and all that stuff as well. So, you can take your pick, right? This is the way it's going to work. If we get to 3,500 during this stream, Nightbot has a function where I can just do exclamation point winner, and it will draw somebody random who's in this stream right now, and you can take your pick of whatever you like. But obviously, we're talking about fish food, so it does have to be an Australian, unfortunately. So sorry about that, but I have this here, and as we just discussed, I'm trying not to spend money at the moment because I can't. So I've got this lying around. I thought it would be a fun giveaway, just because if we get 6 people. So hopefully you find that fun too, and if you do, you have a chance of being a random winner. And knowing me, I always end up giving them all away, so you know that might happen as well. Probably shouldn't have said that. I told myself at the start, I was like, don't give them all away, don't do it. I already have. Bobby K, how you going, mate? Good to see you as well. T-Bone, good to see you in the house. Now back to the ranking game. So yeah, we finished off on the blue Akara here, nice little dwarf cichlid. We've got angelfish, bedders, and gardener eye killifish in the A tier. We've got Akaras, convicts, bronze corridors, firemouths, and guppies in the B tier. We've got red forest jewels in the C tier, nice West African cichlid. You can't post links? Oh yeah, because you're not a mod. What do you want to link to? Who wants a link? To what, Mr. T-Bone? To what? Anyway, so the way these ranking games work is I show you a large picture of a fish there. I bring up a smaller picture of a fish, such as the ones already on the board. We just have a general conversation about some of the pluses and minuses of that fish. Then you place in the chat a letter from S to F of where they should be on the board. F being bad, S being really good, and that's how it works. Basically, try and keep to one vote, because everyone gets an equal say here. We don't like drowning everyone out, and generally there's no right or wrong answer, so you know, do whatever you like. If you want to participate, that's encouraged. If you don't, that's also fine. But we're trying to build a nice healthy community here where everybody gets a good say. And in the meantime, also don't feel like you can't ask any questions. If you got anything that's been burning on your mind regarding your fish room, or if you've got some troubles, or if you want some inspiration for some new fish, or whatever it is, we'll get through, we'll have a good time, and that's how these streams generally go. So, next one on the list. We already had angels, maybe I have to go the other way. White Cloud Mountain Minnows. Okay. Evening, Aussie Reefer, how you going? I like red plants. Hiya, beep. Yeah, apologies for that. I did explain it a bit earlier. Basically, it's a thing that I can't stop beeping, and sending me slowly insane. It's been beeping like that for 5 days, but every day I'm hoping that it's going to be the last day. Also, Edstar81 upgraded to level 2. Thank you so much, Edstar. As I said, it's kind of a funny thing where you don't really get anything extra for it. So apologies for that, but it's appreciated nonetheless. Alright, so the cool thing about White Cloud Mountain Minnows, if you haven't ever kept them before, they are a fish that can be colony bred. So they will spray eggs everywhere, and then they might not eat them all. And then a fry might hatch out, and then they might not eat them all. So eventually you can have multiple generations in the one tank. The main thing that people run into is the first batch of fry grow up, and then they're the ones that eat the new batch of fry. So it can be a good idea. Plug that battery in and give it a good drain. Yeah, it has a little it has a light on it, so I've had the light on for 5 days straight to try and drain that puppy faster, but it's still hanging in there. It's still hanging in there. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Well, it's actually like a car jump starter. So what can I do? Go plug it into the car, and then probably the car might charge it or something. Maybe I could have charged it that way. Who knows? Anyway, so white clouds are cool. If you don't know, you might see them in every pet shop in existence. However, I believe they're actually very endangered or basically extinct in the wild. So that's pretty sad, but it's at least good that we're carrying them through the hobby. Real easy to breed, keep them unheated, keep them in ponds, do all that fun stuff, and you got yourself a nice little hardy fish, way better than neon tetras, just as much activity, slightly less colour, but pretty cool nonetheless. Can I put it outside? I can. If it really is that annoying, I can go chuck it outside. My dog will probably eat it whilst it's out there. Car jump starter F tier. Alright, I'll go put it outside. So let's just, before we do, we got SABB, SBB, B. So lots of B's. Lots of B's. And we got a fair few A's as well, but I think mostly it ends up in the B. Car jump starter battery F tier. Thanks, Prawn. I'll remember that. When a battery gets drained, depending on what kind it is, you might not get it to charge correctly. Yeah, I know. I'm just sacrificing it to the gods at the moment. So, yeah, it's one of those things. I've used it twice since I've owned it for like 6 years or something. So, yeah, I'll go chuck it inside. So we'll have a look at the next one. I'll bring up the music and I'll be back shortly. Wrong one. That's a whiptail cat, if you're not familiar. Royal whiptail. Populacis citicus, the true parrot cichlid, rating S for wishing to breed. Rating F for success at breeding. The most challenging fish to breed I've ever found. Sounds like the front door when someone gets code wrong. Yeah, it does sound like that. Or one of those if you've ever worked from a building that had a swipe card, sounds like that. Okay, any ideas for keeping my carpet dry? Some kind of waterproof mat or rug. Rather than that, why don't you look into like a Python water change system or Bunnings alternative, because buckets, getting rid of the buckets is going to be far better long term. Insidious. Let me know if you haven't considered that. A, because they're great for outdoors. Try not wetting in the first place. I did think about that. Okay, so the reason that whip towels are on the list is because they are kind of cool. They actually breed up on the glass. So what they'll do is lay eggs on the glass and then just sort of cover them over like that. But they are a little bit more finicky than your usual fish. So a lot of people sort of struggle to keep them alive. But once you do, and once you got a pair, a bit like bristlenose blackbirds, they keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. It hit like if Blake should start a call waiting music supply. Recommend a side business or app. Yes, I don't know what any of that means. Thought about that too, but I'm more afraid when doing escaping to make a mess. Alright, I'll show you what to do. I've got everything. One day you'll see what I've got around this computer. This is what you want to get. Insidious. From the good old fashioned green shed, Bunnings. It is what you call a carpet tile. It's got a rubber back on it. Still get all the comfort and warmth of carpet with a rubber back, so the water that you spill on it won't go through. So this side can get dirty and wet and moldy and all that stuff. This side stays fine, and if you do have a big spillage, just pick up the tile and take that outside. And that's what I use just on the concrete in here, because in winter it's a bit more toasty. Just like in the wild. But just put towels down while you're escaping. Yeah, or just invest in a wet dry vac. That could be another option. Whip towels for me would be a D. Had a pair, not much success. Yeah, it's pretty common, so I wouldn't feel down about that. What are you people doing to me? We've got a lot of bees happening here. That might be the last one that can fit in the bee. Love the music you play, especially when you put us on hold. Ah, I see. Well, I wish I could take credit for that, but I can't. I'm simply a consumer of the Harris Heller stream beats. Copy playlist link. I'm just a consumer of the Harris Heller stream beats synth wave playlist, which is a kindly created copyright free playlist made up by Harris Heller from Alpha Gaming, and he puts it out there for Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers to put underneath their videos. So as you guys know, I use it every single Thursday. I got one copyright claim once, but I just cut out that song, so other than that I think it's pretty well safe to use. And yeah, it's a good vibe. Like, you could put it if you're studying or whatever, just underneath. I'm sure he's getting heaps and heaps of plays. Alright, where's Sir Prawnalot when you need him? We got here the humble cherry shrimp. Breeding wise, they do it all on their own, but you know, they won't obviously harm their young or anything like that, and you know, they do everything themselves, so pretty great. Main thing you have to worry about with shrimp and breeding is that things are gonna consume their young. Other than that, pretty effortless process. And yeah, spot on, Aquilibrium. They are a lot easier to keep than some think. You know, they're not like your Taiwan bees and your Caridina shrimp where, you know, you have to monitor the TDS and all these things. Literally, cherry shrimp, chuck them in with a bare bottom tank, chuck them in with Cerio stone, chuck them in with whatever you want. Main thing that is going to happen is things are going to eat them. But eventually they'll be so successful that they'll just make enough to basically fit in the tank as well. I find that is the case too. Like they'll fill out S or timeout. Well, I was gonna put a little car battery charger in F for you, prawn, but we can substitute the shrimp. That probably makes sense, I guess. For the $5. I reckon you've earned it. F because they're not allowed in New Zealand. Yeah, that is the thing. I deserve timeout. What would be the easiest shrimp to keep? Yeah. So, the thing, EdStar, as well, that people don't necessarily realise, maybe you do realise this, but your cherry shrimp, Neocaridinas, or Neocaridina davidi, they're all the same. Whether they're blue, yellow, red, orange. People sort of say, oh, this one's easier to breed or keep than the next one. But they're all the exact same shrimp. It's mainly whether they've been line bred a little bit more or a little bit less, something like that. But they all come from the same batch of genes. So pick whatever colour is your favourite. Hopefully you get them from a reputable breeder. But I'd start with just a cherry shrimp. Even easier than like your ghost shrimp or a North Queensland algae shrimp, anything like that. You can't go wrong. Actually, EdStar, yeah, let me know because I've got heaps of shrimp as well if you want to work something out. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you in the house. Thank you for coming, Thirsty Rabbit. I did pump up your tyres a little bit earlier. That you must have heard me talking about you, because yeah, I was thanking you for your support for level 2 membership for so long. Thanks for that, really appreciate it. Alright, Cooper's Aquatics is here as well. Good day to you, Coop, and Blake Howden, how you going? And Nugget, good to see you as well, Nugget. Alright, shrimpies are good. Oh, wrong way. We got here a new hunting for the orange sun-kissed shrimp. Yeah. Yeesh. My thanks, Ronnie. My Bloody Mary shrimp, I don't know if they're actually Bloody Marys, but they're like a deep red colour. But they're really interesting because the babies are more of an orangey red. And then as they get older, like with each molt, they get a darker and darker red. So it's really hard on Gumtree because I take a photo of the whole colony and it's got these kind of more orangey pale babies. And people are like, oh yeah, good one. And then I'm just like, mate, just wait a few months and they'll be bright red, don't worry about that. Yeah, I remember that, Thirsty. The old long distance shout. That was a while ago now. Alright, these guys are a new favourite of mine. Neolamprologus multifasciatus, the shell dweller, Lake Tanganyika, and they're also a good one because they'll colony breed too. So multiple generations in the same tank, no problem at all. Just make sure that you get heaps and heaps of shells and areas for them to create their little territories in. I've even got probably one of the worst situations for cichlids to be in. We've got 2 pairs in a 70 litre tank, which is probably not big enough for them really, but even the 2 pairs don't fight. 1 pair went over the left side, 1 pair went over the right side, and they're just having a good time. They've both had their own little batches of babies, and it's just a happy time keeping the Neos. And because of that, I think on the horizon we've got a few more shell dwellers coming our way now. So I'm actually really keen on Tretz. They're Neolamprologus Tretocephalus, something like that. But somebody in this stream was talking about how they're a bit aggressive, so I didn't know. Beer would be good right now. Well, get on it, T-Bone. As always, you're welcome to that. Everyone be good. Oh, we'll be back in 20. See you, mate. Off to sleep now. Alright, Benny, no dramas there. We've got an A, an A, and an A. Nugget, can you put a link to your Gumtree store in the chat? I can. Does anybody else have a... not really. Brawny's gone. Alright, I'll put a link to my Gumtree, but I do get enough trolls as it is, so we'll see what happens there. I'm really not inspired by the Gumtree, let's be honest. It's I put an ad up last week or something like that to just try and get a bit of money, and yeah, it's just such a pain. I always regret it immediately, because everyone's like, can you do me a better deal, or how big is it, or how many you got, can I come and walk around and choose specific stuff, can I go cough everywhere in your fish room? No, just buy it. Why does everyone have to be so demanding? Alright, wait, what is this list? Okay, this is the fish to breed ranking list. So we're just determining the best fish to breed. And yes, currently it is a crustacean in the lead, not a fish. That's how we roll in here. Cooper's Aquatics play. Quick question. I really want some shell dwellers. Was wondering what the minimum tank size would be in your personal opinion. Okay, we can handle that. In my personal opinion, floor area, surface area is way more important than height. So I would say if you have a minimum for a pair, 60 centimeters by 30 centimeters, no matter what the height is, that's probably pretty good for a pair. Depends how many you want to get. Still looking for multis, hard to find here in Queensland. Yeah, they're hard to find in Victoria too. But you'll find them. Maybe, is there like a Brisbane Cichlid Society or something like that? That might be your best bet. G'day Will, how you going, mate? Good to see you as well. Chocolate milk is my go, 2 litres a day. Ooh, that's a big effort. Do I ship to Vic? James, I am in Vic, so yes, I could potentially drive it depending where in Vic. Would it be worth setting up your own website? Ugh, no, I hate selling fish, honestly. Like, it's enough drama as it is. No, I buy fish. I hoard fish. I don't like selling them. Do you deliver in person? Yeah, that's right, Lyndon. Multis breed like convicts. I find it interesting they're hard to find. Yes, I agree. Oh yeah, there you go. You had the same idea as me. GRB, you probably have all the good contacts. Neolamprologus multifasciatus shell dwellers. Bozeman rainbow. There is a rainbow coming up. Oh no, there's not a rainbow. I think because the fry is so hard to raise up, I omitted rainbows. I like the list. Only change would be the convict to an A. Yeah, I think there was enough downsides with trying to offload the fry and things like that. Yeah. That's alright, Nugget, no worries. S for strawberry milk. Strawberry milk is superior to chocolate milk, I'll give you that. And caramel flavouring is superior to strawberry as well. So there is those two controversies. Yeah, I'm also regional, James. Which region? Which region? I love it if you turn out that you're like one street over from me. I'll literally just throw them over the fence. That would be pretty funny. Alright, I've asked, no luck yet. Hubby got a lead on some the other day. I was going to ask that store. The other thing you can do is custom order them in. So a lot of people aren't aware of this, so I'll look it up. Aquarium Industries. If you didn't know, the aquarium, if you're in Australia, the Aquarium Industries list is actually available to the public. So what you can do, if you know your store orders from the Aquarium Industries list, which most of them do, you can actually go online, check out what they have at their disposal to order from. I'll post the link right here. And if the fish that you're after is actually on that list, then you can get them custom ordered in. Neolamprologus. Oh, they're not on the list. There is only Neolamprologus cylindricus on there. Unfortunate. But keep an eye on it. They update it regularly. And you can always custom order fish in that way. A pisto? Nah, I don't think I put a pistos on there either because a lot of people struggle with them. Gippy! Oh yeah. Close. You're about 6 years too late. I used to be out at sale, so yes, unfortunately, not quite anymore. Iced coffee, by far the best. Don't mind an iced coffee. At the moment, it's a real struggle every morning because I pull into the drive-through coffee place and I don't know hot coffee, iced coffee. Hot coffee seems more healthy, but iced coffee seems more refreshing. It's a real debate. Chocolate all the way. I'd enter every chocolate milk giveaway every day. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit. So when I was in high school doing home economics, because I actually really like cooking and stuff, so I did home economics because it was fun. And one of the day's lessons, we did a chocolate milk taste test. So we lined up like a bunch of chocolate milks. You would have been in your element that day. I think Farmers Union iced chocolate won the day, something like that. But it was a while ago. Someone asked me last week if the blue acara you have are from standard blue parents. I can confirm that is the case, and they threw a neon. Yes, thank you, Will. So we were talking about neon blue acaras, and there was a Gourami boy. It was, if Gourami boy is still here. Gourami boy said that neon blue acaras are electric blue rams crossed with blue acaras. So thanks for confirming that. They may have been way down the gene pool, but yeah, thanks. I'm drinking Red Bull original flavour. Good choice, Adam. It's been a while since I've had a Red Bull or a V. I used to be partial to a Monster energy drink as well at some time, but I'm just not cool enough now. There's no fish store that isn't a big franchise out here. If I could, I'd open one. Yeah, that's rough going. I thought it's probably still a drive for you, but give a go to Packy Pets. Will Barker got me onto Packy Pets. Packy Pets in Packington. It's on the right side of town, so consider that. I'm going to go do a fish store tour there the next day. I can be bothered driving that far away. Alright, so where did we land with the... we had 3 A's, I think. Maybe 5 A's. So that's pretty consistent. Easy done. For the multi. Alright. Where's Shep's Aquatics when you need him? We got here Rosy Barbs. Long fin variety. Rosy Barbs. I'm lucky on the Gold Coast. I probably have a dozen fish stores and half of those are family owned. Yeah, that's a way to go. Down here in Geelong, we've got 2 stores mainly that I go to, but it's just as easy to go up to Melbourne. So you see I'll do a lot of fish store touring in Melbourne because why not? It's only an hour. So Rosy Barbs are another egg scatterer, but they will readily sort of put eggs on plants and things like that, and you'll find that you'll accidentally hatch some out when you move plants from tank to tank or something like that. Pretty easy. The eggs are really hardy, they're rarely fungus, and barbs are just generally a very hardy fish, so they're not going to be born as small as tetras and other things like that. They're still going to hatch from an egg, so they're still going to be quite small, so you want to feed small food, infusoria, vinegar eels, and all that sort of gear. But after a couple of feedings of live foods like that, they'll readily take to powderized food as well, so that's pretty good. You're not going to have too many hassles in that department. What were we talking about? Monster energy drink. Oh gee, I bet you retracted. I was reading that. They probably had some electric blue parents or grandparents, but didn't show it. Genetics are weird. I'm convinced electric blue Akaras are electric blue Rams cross blue Akara. We won't dredge up this debate again because it went on for like 20 minutes of last stream, but yeah, I disagree. Read that. Packy Pets, I'll look them up. Loving the life, mate. Live. Kids need bed. Peace. No worries, James. Good to have you in here. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. I only have big fish aquariums in Melbourne, but like the name, they focus on the big American sea. You only have big fish aquariums in Melbourne? Like, what do you mean? There's heaps of aquariums in Melbourne. And there's heaps that don't specialise in American cichlids and Africans. Aren't you right near Nature Aquarium? And New Life H2O? And New Life Abbotsford? Oh, Melton. Yeah, okay. Melton, that makes a bit more sense. I thought you were in that Lilydale area in there. Not Lilydale, like Hawthorne area. Not a fan of Monster energy drinks. Years ago they sued Monster Fishkeepers website and stole their logo. Oh, snap. Monster Fishkeepers were first, but did not have corporate backing. Oh man, that is rough. Think of all the monster hats that Monster Fishkeepers could have made bank off. The hobby would be massive. Nah, but that is rough. That's rough going. Melton, yeah. Sunbury, oh, okay. Yeah, there's a few in Sunbury, but yeah, you're right. The best one closest to you is probably Fastway Aquarium, I guess. Which, good segue. Thanks, Blake. Fastway Aquarium is the topic of tomorrow's video. We got a fish store tour again. It came up pretty good. Thanks for those of you that encouraged me to take my macro lens. I did end up swinging that around for a bit and yeah, did really well. So enjoy that video tomorrow. We got a C, a B, a C. Yeah, a couple of C's. Alrighty, we've got here the Bolivian Ram. A bit of a larger ram than the German blue ram, but infinitely hardier. Infinitely more peaceful. But they're also a microgeophagus, so they're going to want to sift sand all day, but they'll keep your substrate nice and clean. Mary Page Flynn, why did you get timed out? Spamming symbols? I didn't even see anything. Nightbot is going crazy. What symbols were you spamming, Mary Page Flynn? I'm sure that you weren't. Let me disable that. Well, good to have you in. I'm sure you weren't doing anything untoward. And happy birthday, Mary Page Flynn. Good to have you in the house. See, just not a fan. Yeah, that's fair. They're not as colourful as other fish and other rams. Yeah, you have to really get some good ones, and it's really hard to find good ones in the store, so that is the catch with rams. It's a bit of a lucky dip. A, C, C. I reckon it's a C as well. Okay, now we've got a fan favourite here. What 2 pet stores do you go to in Geelong? I live near Geelong. I currently only go to Family Pet and Aquarium in Grovedale, but I'm always looking for a new pet store in the area. Alright, here. Let me give you a secret. Just let me sneeze first. Alright, it didn't come. Is he still here? Let me do a quick scan of the chat. Alright. I think Tarzi will back me up here because I met Tarzi there About a week ago, this time last week, I met Tazi at Wellington Rural and Garden, WRG, in Wellington. You wouldn't expect it to be a fish store, but the head of fish, the team leader of the fish section in that store, bit of a fish nerd. So he's done a good job. He's got some cool things happening in there, and it's on my way home from work anyway, so I duck in there, and it's worth a look. I do ask them if I can film in there, but they would like more time to get it ready, because it's a recently renovated fish section, but definitely worth the drive out to Wellington, WRG. Those are the two stores that I visit down here. I used the megaphone and said lurking with a hug, heart and hello. Oh, okay. Well, I've turned off the symbol spamming Nightbot thing now, so emoji away. Wait, Bolivian Rams are more peaceful than German Blue Rams? I was told it was the other way around. Garami boy, you're getting told lies, my friend. You're getting told lies. Nah. A for bristlenose. Yeah, so bristlenose is one of the best cleaners ever, but they're much more than just a fish to clean your fish tank. They will keep your fish tank glass very clean, which is fantastic. But just a great peaceful bottom dweller, pretty funky looking, breed like nothing else. Give them some caves to hang out in, and they're a good time. Get some longfin varieties, get some albino varieties, or get experimental and get some L varieties. You got yourself your lemon blue eyes, you got yourself your peppermint bristlenose. They're all a good time. Get on board. Firmly in the A tier. No worries, Rose. Good to have you in the house. Good stuff. Enjoy your homework. I currently have a bristlenose plugin in a quarantine tank. Anyone have advice for fin rot on these fish? Yeah, that's a tough one with these guys. I guess if you've got too many males, they do sort of fight with each other and sort of rasp on each other. So you will see some pretty gory stuff going on their backs occasionally. For me, I find that they're hardy enough to just sort of deal with it themselves, and yeah, generally they fix themselves most of the time, unless it gets all fuzzy, in which case a bit of meth blue or something like that can be of assistance. 349, Mary. That's crazy talk. Well, good to have you here. That's fantastic effort. Alright. Bristlenose have great personalities. Yeah, exactly. I have them in all my tanks. There's one right there. I can reach out and touch him. So there you go. Relatively new setup. WRG is great and helpful. Yeah. If you get the right staff. I do find that some of the staff are a little bit abrupt. But some of the stuff, fantastic. YouTube has been making a lot of decisions I don't like. Since we can't use emojis, I'm going to type YouTube thumbs down poop. Alright. Hey Guppy, how you going? Guppy Shack. Guppy Shack baby. Hey BJ, how you going? Good to have you in the house as well. So, can Blue Rams live with honey gouramis and an Episto in a 20 gallon? I would suggest no, because of the Episto. I don't like multiple fish sharing multiple layers of the aquarium. If you want Blue Rams, skip the Episto. Get a mid-dweller. Maybe some red pencilfish. That could be cool. Maybe some ember tetras. Maybe some, I don't know, anything else. Rummy nose tetras. Although, what is it? A 20 gallon. Maybe some, what else is cool? Maybe some endless. Now that's a great combo. But the Episto and the Ram are going to want the same turf. They're going to want the one cave that is in the aquarium and so forth. And, absolutely correct, WRG will order in fish from Aquarium Industries for you. So that's how I got my Nigerian red crebensis, and that's where I got my purple spotted gudgeon and a bunch of other fish that I've got over the journey too. Prisoners 80. Yep. Bryce is the man. I'm a big Matt fan. Matt is a very good operator. Very friendly. Bryce is good too. Nothing against him, but Matt's the friendly. He's the guy to talk to. Not blue rams, Bolivian rams. Oh, well, Garami boy, how am I supposed to know that BR means Bolivian rams, not blue rams? Am I psychic? I usually write GBR for German blue. Oh, well, I'm sorry that I'm not subscribed to the Garami boy system of abbreviation. What if I put 2 caves and it's got a jungle of plants? No, never. I don't care if it's of 8 foot aquarium. Just get one type of bottom dweller, and if you've got more room, get more of the same type. That's my philosophy. You don't go out to a river and see German blue rams and Bolivian ram. Well, actually you do, but you don't go out into a river and see multiple bottom dwellers. They're like Pokemon. They like sort out their little area. Some of them hang out in Mount Moon. Some of them hang out just at the edge of Pallet Town. And so forth. You should get them on here for a video. I should. What do you think? Would you want me to do a live stream with somebody else? I mean, I'm open to it, but I just haven't really figured out who that is just yet. Although I was talking with Kendall from Otter Creek Aquatics and Josh from Aquamate today at lunchtime, and yeah, we were having a chat about some plans and things. I don't want more episodes because I don't want them to breed. Why not? Breeding in pistos is awesome. Royal whiptails need to come down a couple of levels while they are easy to breed. Keeping the fry alive is a whole nother story. Yeah, that's true. I think it was just the coolness factor. Alright, who can say no to the classic red wag platy? It's just any platy though, really. But if you ask me, the best platy is the red wag platy. I'm happy to have my mind changed if you've got a particular favourite platy. I know that a lot of people are pretty keen on the sunset variatus, but I like the red wag. But yeah, Garami boy, the same thing applies with Bolivians or German blue rams. The policy is 1 bottom dweller per aquarium. I was wondering if they'd fight or be stressed by each other if I got Bolivian rams and a pistos. As long as fish are healthy, I don't care if it's natural. They'd fight or be stressed by each other. Yeah, in which case they would. Yes. So the rating system is cool to breed. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just gone off vibe really. Drunken aquatic. There's no hard and fast rule. Just sort of basically it's an excuse to talk about a bunch of different fish. It's not really a competition or anything like that. Triple B, double C. Interesting. Platy C, Amy. Alright, so let's have a little bit of yarn about platies. I think they're infinitely hardier than guppies. They will deal with a softer pH than guppies. If you do get a variatus, they potentially can go unheated, but I'd always just put one in the back and just keep it low. The thing is, guppies, the fry stay at the very top of the water column, where platies, the fry sort of mix more to the mid. Still at the top, but they just hang out a bit lower, so you can find that they're a bit more easily predated upon than guppies, especially if you have floating plants. So the best bet is to get floating plants or tall growing stem plants that are really going to provide that bushiness in the top third of the aquarium, really. Guppy shack. I don't know if you're winding me up or not, but correct. I would not put a pistos and cribs together. I would not. That being said, I know there's people that exist in the world who have like Oscars and goldfish together. I wouldn't do that either. But if they do that and they enjoy that, then that is fine. But just don't ask for my advice on what I would do, because I would not do that. My favourite platies are blue platies. Good choice. That's a solid platy. I don't want them to breed because my mum doesn't want to drive me to the fish. Oh, I do remember you saying that, yeah. Well, sell them on Gumtree. Sell them on Craigslist. Which, can we talk about? It's Craigslist, alright? There's no such name as Craig. It's Craig. There's an I there. It's Craig. There's 2 Craigs in the house. My Dalmatian mollies are in a 3-foot tall tank. Oh, that is hard to light. I found it interesting. All the babies hang out near the bottom of the tank. Ooh, that is unusual. I have no experience with that. Hey, I have 2 opistos and a crib in a tank. They play together. All females do. All females though. Yeah, I mean, it is just exactly what I said, Bobby. You know, anyone can do anything. But if you're asking what I would do, I would get a pair of opistos and attempt to make more of them instead of 3 females. Alright, so we had 3 Bs, 4 Cs and an S. We got no more room in the B, so we end up in the C. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Next. Ooh, something a little bit more colourful than what we've been dealing with. We have the peacock, or the OB peacock. What's the Latin name for these guys? It's on the tip of my tongue. Olanacara. So peacocks, they're Malawi African cichlid, except for these OB peacocks, which are a hybrid. But basic things about OBs are that they're an open water swimmer, mid-water. They get larger than your mbuna, which you're probably familiar with if you have ever heard the term African cichlids before. They are a mouth brooder, a maternal mouth brooder, so the female holds the eggs. One of the genders has egg spots, which is how you determine the difference. Also, females are going to be very bland in colour, males more colourful. So they can handle a bit more of a mixed diet than mbuna, but still keep it more towards the veggie side. You should be good. I'd keep them in a minimum of a 75 gallon or a 4-foot aquarium, but get that 4-foot that's wider, like the 18 by 18, 45 centimeters by 45 centimeters. Yeah, I'm sure there's some photography magic going on there, GRB. I've never seen one quite like that, although maybe it's fed up on some enhancing food or not. A lot of people tend towards the all-male peacock display tank, which I think is a good plan of attack, but as you guys know, if I keep a fish, I'm going to try and breed a fish, so that's not really my bag. But I have kept peacocks before, found them to be pretty good, and yeah, the whole sand and limestone tank is just generally not my go, personally. Blue platies are a great option for blue, a colour often reserved to larger fish in freshwater. The blue Mickey Mouse ones are my favourite. Yeah, I like them. Hard to find. I had a few platies once that were blue, and then they had like a half red. So the tail and halfway on the underside of the body was a red. That was a pretty cool platy, but I don't mind platies. They're underrated, I reckon. I think it's because the shape is very classic fish shape, where guppy is, you know, it's a more unique shape. I think that's why beginners move away from platies, because like, oh, I've had a goldfish. What do I want a fish that's shaped like a fish for? If that makes any sense. Okie dokie, 3 C's, 2 A's. the seas have it. Next, we are nearly finished, by the way. We have 2 to go. They're both African. Another sea? Yep, okay. Alright. Here we have the yellow lab, or electric yellow cichlid. What are they called? Libidochromous cerulus, something like that. They're an umbuna, so they're going to be more of a rock-dwelling Malawi cichlid. Similar sort of vibe, mouth brooding. Probably one of the easiest easiest African cichlids to breed. A lot of people get started with them because they got that bright canary yellow. Males are most likely going to have more black along the fins. That's pretty much the safest way to sex them out. Hey Matt Colas, how you going? Good to see you. But yeah, funky little fish. You can get a really cool tank going with yellow labs and Demasoni or Demasoni. With they're another umbuna that have really dark blue stripes, so you get some good contrast in color and patterning, which is pretty cool. But definitely feed these guys mainly vegetables. A lot of beginners give them like your normal community pellet and they bloat, and that's how they have a lot of issues with them. Mainly vegetable matter for these guys. KG Cichlids, how you going, mate? Good to have you. Yeah. Seas all around. I have 2 red Mickey Mouse, 2 tuxedo wagtail, 1 black and 1 gold red platy. Nice, good combo. I had a decent combo. I think I had some red wags, some sunsets, those couple of blue ones that I just spoke about. We had a few Mickey Mouse, and then I put in, what was it, like a Hawaiian platy, and it was like full black body, yellow underside, and just they were the only ones that survived. And then pretty soon I just had all black platies, the whole tank, and I was like, well, there goes that idea. I wanted colour, and I've just got all these black fish, maybe some yellow, maybe some red. So that's when I gave up all my platies. Alrighty, looks like the seas have it yet again. There we go. And last but not least, we have heard mention of this fish earlier this evening. We've got the Crebensis pelvicochromis pulcher, the West African cichlid known as the Crebensis. They come in many varieties of pelvicochromis, but this is by far the most common one. Easily sexed out. Females are going to have a pink belly. This male here has a pink belly because he's probably in breeding condition. Males have spots on the tail. They're also a fair bit larger, and they have elongated pelvic and dorsal, not pelvic, anal and dorsal fins. And yeah, they're pretty cool. They're peaceful. They're debatably plant safe, not in my experience. But when they are in breeding condition, get everything out of their way because they will get a bit aggro at that point. But overall, I find them to be a really cool, hardy dwarf cichlid that readily breeds for you. Most cases accidental, and yeah, really, really fun to breed. Plenty of colour, hardy. But yeah, once again, you want to feed these guys mainly vegetable matter. Thanks, they are in with my tiger barbs. Tiger barbs and platies is a decent combo because the platies are sort of hardy enough to take it. Hopefully you have enough tiger barbs that they bicker amongst themselves. You must have more than 6, I'm guessing. Awesome parents, fun to watch, absolutely. I have 3 types of Crebensis. Well, Ed, I've been considering it, I'm not going to lie. I was considering getting back into the platies, but I am also considering getting into the swordtail game, and I was wondering if platies and swordtails are really necessary, or if I should just go for the swordtails. And I haven't kept swordtails before. In particular, I'm after the Montezuma swordtails because they have a huge swordtail. So that's kind of swayed me a little bit. Alrighty, 3 S's, 2 A's, another S. Wow, looks like we made it to an S. And that means we have our first natural S tier fish.
Cool. Cool.
Whoops. Wrong ones. There we go. That's the one I wanted.
Cool. 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 Cool.
Want another applause? Sure. Well done. Alright, it's not giving me another wow. So there we go. We ended on a high. We got Cribensis and Cherry Shrimp in S. We've got Angelfish, Betters, Gardner Eye Killifish, Neolamprologus multifasciatus, Bristlenose in A. We've got Blue Acaras, Convicts, Bronze Cories, Firemouths, Guppies, White Clouds, Royal Whiptails in B. We've got Red Forest Jewels, Rosy Barbs, Bolivian Rams, Platies, OB Peacocks, or Peacocks, and Umbunas, particularly Yellow Labs in C. Lefty in the house. How you going, Lefty? Good to see you as well. Let's find out if we got there and I can give away this stuff. Did you tell your mum to subscribe? Did you tell your dad to subscribe? Did you tell your brother to subscribe? Don't look like it. I don't think you did. Oh, snap. We are 2 away, people. If you can wrangle up 2 people and we get to 3.5 thousand, I'll give away 250 grams of Hikari food. Sorry. I shouldn't read things whilst I'm... Alright. What's going on here? Oh yeah, Lyndon is just messaging me. Oh, that's a cool idea. I like it. So Lyndon's messaging me talking about breeding tanks. He's got the... Is that from Bunnings? The Aqua Pro planting basket. And he's got the Kmart aquarium starter kit. Oh, that's genius. Let me show... Is Lyndon still here? Can I give away his idea? Let me make myself bigger. Check out this cool idea. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? Focus. Look at that. It's like a hydroponics basket in a Kmart tank. That's genius. I'm going to do that with CPDs. All the CPDs. T-Bone is starting beef with Grimy Boy. Hello. So S is the best, going down to F as always. Correct. Oh, Guppy Shack. Yeah, right. So S is superior, and then A to F is like your normal schoolyard grading system. Like if you got an A on your report card or whatever. Yeah, I know you're Linden Equilibrium, but I didn't know if you were still here or not. Cool idea. I'll probably credit you and do a video on that when I make 2 million CPDs. Thomas Hughesman, thanks for subscribing. Thomas Hughesman. Did we get there? Refresh. Still 2 away, it's telling me. Could be wrong though. Hey Thomas, how you going? How did you find out about this channel, Thomas? Was it from my spamming on Facebook, or are you somebody's relative and they grabbed you as instructed? So pretty much... Oh, good stuff, Amy. Well done. Welcome aboard, Thomas. Hopefully you enjoy yourself.
Cool.
Cool to have you, mate. Applause for you. Well done. Well done. Well, it's going to be close. I do think that will probably conjure up some sort of giveaway. It's a shame. We got so close. We got too short. Should I just give it away anyway? Probably. We'll get there anyway. Alright. So let me test out this nice Nightbot thing. If you weren't here at the start, I said... Oh, things are dropping. I said I've got these 3 Hikari fish roods. You can't see because of the green screen. There's green on the packet. But you can choose which one you want. I'm going to do like a test of Nightbot right now. And I believe I can just pick a random winner from... I believe I can just pick a random winner from who's in here. So I'm going to try that. And the only thing is you have to be in Australia, unfortunately, because, yeah, trying not to spend all my monies, and I have this in my hands right now, so I can pay for postage. Otherwise, yeah, that's how it goes. But when I do hit 4K eventually, oh, yes, Amy, you're getting the whole fam involved. Hey, Zach, welcome aboard. Good to see. Good to see. When we do hit 4K, obviously I'll do something worldwide, as I have done with every 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and I'll have to start thinking about that soon. So, put that down there. You can choose whichever one you like, and let's try. I think I have to type ! winner and drum roll, and then Nightbot should just pick somebody who's in here. Let's see. They're gonna work. Oh nah, that was my own thing about my Discord. Come on, Nightbot. Let's see. Have I got it turned on? I have a plan B, alternatively. Probably worked while I'm not reading. Oh, and the winner is BJ Palmer. BJ Palmer does not subscribe to this channel. Now, I know that's not true. But I think BJ is actually in the States. Aren't you, BJ? Just let you confirm. Oof, oof. I don't know why you're getting excited, Lefty. You're definitely not in the States. Nightbot is working hard on these links. Good stuff, Nightbot. I do subscribe. No, I think that's because depending on your account settings, some people are publicly subscribed and some people are not. Like, I'm sure your privacy settings are probably set up that way. But you're not in Australia, are you, BJ? I don't believe you are from our discussions. Let me know, and I'll press winner again. This could be a repeat of my 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Where, remember, I was trying for like 15 people to find an Australian or a non-Australian. This is the inverse. Well, just while we wait for BJ's response, I'll do it again. You guys know the rules. I mean, other than that, we'll probably finish up fairly quickly after we give this food away. But it's been a fun stream yet again. Always is. I'm in the US. Oh well. Bobby K. Bobby K is Australian. What do you mean you live in Perth? Yeah, about as close to me as Perth is, that's for sure. Yeah, sorry BJ. This was just a quick one that I thought up about 3 minutes before streaming. So, Bobby K, big winner. Well done, Bobby K. Which one do you want? Do you want the sinking veggie, the floating veggie, or the sinking protein? And let's just roll it again. Become a... Oh, Thomas! There you go, you're already a winner. You're Australian, aren't you, Thomas? I think Amy might be pretty happy with that one. Yeah, so which one did you want, Bobby? Do you want me to show you the options again? Hang on, I'll turn off green screen so you can actually see what you want. That's what my background really looks like. You want the sinking protein, hey? You can have the sinking protein. That's what you got. Hikari, cichlid staple. Do you want baby or do you want medium pellets? The size wise. Let me know, Bobby. Oh no, that is floating protein. Floating protein. I'm tired, yet not tired enough to sleep. Curse you, Mountain Dew! Fair call. Congrats, Thomas Huseman. Is that alright, Bobby? Do you want baby or medium? It's floating type though. Floating type. And then, if that is, Amy/Thomas, do you want floating or sinking Cichlid XL? Choices. Does the medium sink? Nah, it's all floating. Only the... It's really... with the Hikari foods, I don't think any of the protein foods sink, do they? All the protein foods float. My cichlid staple is floating. Yeah, this is floating as well. I think all the cichlid gold and cichlid staple is floating food. Nah. I think veggie stuff sinks and protein stuff floats generally with Hikari. Thomas, you're up for the floating? Alright, I got that. Can you please send me your postage details either via that's me. There we go. Either via Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Twitter. I'm on all the things. Just let me know your postage details and I will get the floating Cichlid XL out to you. Well, baby food will be fine. Alright. You've got yourself baby cichlid staple. Thomas, you've got yourself floating Cichlid XL. One last one because I've got it here. Let's go. One more winner. And you don't get a choice. Last winner. You get yourself the sinking Cichlid XL. Guppy Shack. Guppy Shack, are you Australian? Oh, you're in PA. That means not Australia. Let's roll the dice again. Winner. Yeah, cool, no worries. Guppy Shack again. You are a winner tonight, Guppy Shack, but not really. Try again. If this one... Lefty. Alright, we'll try one more time. And if not, we'll save it for another day. That's Winer. That's winner. There we go. Last roll of the dice. We'll wrap it up after this. Oh no, you do subscribe. I think it's about... What is that? 2 doubles. Guppy Shack, lefty, lefty. Maybe it's because I did them too close together. One more roll of the dice. I really want to give this stuff away. No point me having it. And yeah, other than that, it's been a real fun stream. Always enjoy these Thursday night stream labs. What? That is awful. It's always good fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the second half of that ranking game. Hopefully you enjoyed just hanging out and getting a little bit of an update on the channel. Exciting fish store tour tomorrow. T-Bone. I think T-Bone, you're in Australia, aren't you? Definitely regular to the live stream, and it would be unusual if it was like 4 AM to be as regular as you are to the live stream. I think T-Bone might be a winner here. A day late and $1 short and a country away. Solid. So yeah, as I sort of discussed, we got a lot going on behind the scenes out here. Fun old fish store tour tomorrow. Check it out, because even if you're not in the area, there's some real cool stuff at this store. Let's just say there's some Barsha babies, so it's worth tuning in for. The most personable staff ever at that store, so if you are over in the West Footscray area, give them a look. T-Bone, you know the drill. Message me your postage dates. You got yourself some sinking Cichlid XL. Feed your OB peacocks and your electric yellows, as we discussed. If you're here and for some reason you're not subscribed, well, look, this is the sort of stuff that happens here. Absolute madness, absolute carnage. Well done to all your winners. Well done to basically Amy, T-Bone, and of course, who could forget? I forgot who the other one was. This is how bad my memory is. Let's quickly scroll back. Nobody will know. Bobby K, of course. The infamous Bobby K. Congrats to you all. I'll get it posted out early next week. Or if you're all on the ball, maybe tomorrow. But as soon as I can. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. Have a great one. Take it easy. Keep your tanks, keep your glass scrapes down. We need a saying in the hobby, really. We need something. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya next week.